Today on Give Me Shelter.
It's okay, it's okay.
After a bitter cold sweeps across the South, DeDe scrambles to rescue a family of free-roaming cats before they freeze.
Okay, so there's a black and white one, and we haven't seen that one, have we?
A group of challenging dogs is transported to pet helpers in an effort to prevent them from being euthanized. But did the staff get more than they bargained for?
Hey, come here, stop. She's teaching him to be rough.
DeDe has just received a call from an acquaintance about a family of free-roaming cats outside an assisted living center. To save them from the cold and prevent overpopulation, she must trap the kittens and their mother as soon as possible.
I got involved in the Trap, Neuter, Release program through Pet Helpers. Trap, Neuter, Release is basically a program that assists in getting community cats as well as feral cats fixed, meaning spayed and neutered, vaccinated, ear tipped, and putting them back into the community.
A bitter cold has just swept through the South. DeDe is worried that 2 of the 4 kittens may not have made it through the night.
Yeah, I lose sleep thinking about this stuff a lot of the times, knowing that they're out there cold and trying to stay warm and that kind of thing. And I'm just hoping that they just one made it through the night.
Can we pick them up with our hands?
Now, I wouldn't try it because they're kind of scared and they can tear you up.
I think that we could get the kittens, don't you?
It's just important and critical to trap them in a humane trap so that you don't want to get bitten or scratched and then be sent to the hospital for injuries.
There goes the mother.
Where'd she go?
She's going that way. Kitty, kitty, come on, Mommy. Come on. It's okay. She went into the bushes.
Danya has just transferred a group of dogs from an overcrowded shelter. In an effort to prevent the dogs from being euthanized, pet helpers volunteered to take the dogs in. But now they are facing the same overcrowding issue, and some of the dogs might be a challenge.
We are scrambling right now to find housing. We don't know where we're going to put everybody.
Sometimes even when we don't have as much space as we'd like to do a transport, we'll jump in anyways. Whether it's to help a shelter move towards a no-kill movement, whether it's to prevent dogs from being euthanized, sometimes we have to almost pack them in like sardines to save a couple more lives.
Do you want to go and set him up in my office? Okay. Who's the skittish dog?
The big brown pit, the huge brown.
The one that ran away?
Yes, the one that tried to escape.
He's not skittish.
I can barely block him from going out the kennel.
Oh.
Yeah, he's gonna have to be.
No, I'm gonna go work with him right now. I'm gonna fix that.
Okay. No, go open the door. We've got this dog that might possibly try and bolt out with inexperienced volunteers, and the last thing we need is a dog running around on the floor and we've got this much barking. And if we've got dogs, that are getting away from volunteers, that are running around on the floor, and then we have another possibly dog-reactive dog that's being walked at the moment, it could turn into a fight, it could turn into injuries.
That little kitten is still over there at the door. You want me to pick the kitten up? If I can.
I am set on using traps because that is the only way that I am going to do it personally. I've experienced things that can happen that go wrong. I don't want anybody to be hurt. I don't want her to be hurt. I don't want to be hurt. If you pick them up by the scruff of the neck and they twist around and turn around and scratch you, you're going to drop them or they're going to turn around and somehow bite you. What I'd like to do is to put this food in here. And let's just kind of walk off a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Here comes this other little baby. Going in. There he goes. The little orange kitty cat is sniffing around the trap. I think he's gonna probably go in.
It's okay, it's okay.
All right, you got that one down. He's not getting out of there. So, got 3 more to go.
Kitty, kitty. Come on.
I'm hoping that any of them will come out with the food being shaken. I hope they feel safe enough to come out. We'll see what happens.
Kitty, kitty. Come on. Hey, kitty, kitty. Hey. Why one's in the bushes? Come on. DeDe, the gray and white kitten was right here in the bushes, and it just went in the pipe.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get Nanette to come back in, hang out inside where it's quiet out there, so maybe they'll feel safe enough to come out. Okay. She's getting ready to go in, and she's sniffing.
So I'm gonna go and check out this alleged escape artist and see how bad he actually is.
You're so skittish.
Turns out that I really don't think he is that bad at all. I'm not sure if it was an environmental thing with the other shelter or the other staff members, but he is already settling down here, and I don't really anticipate him being such a problem. Cole, the only thing that's skittish about that dog is nothing. He is totally fine.
Okay.
He was like giving me a bath with his tongue.
Well, as soon as a volunteer lets him run around the adoption floor, I'll come grab you. Danya just came back and gave him her stamp of approval. So, maybe the whole feel of this shelter and, the way our kennels are set up, maybe that'll actually work for him.
Who's left back here right now?
Here, it's the one that had discharge, the brown one, and then little mini captain. All dogs bark, and a lot of dogs are more vocal than others, and even when a real rowdy dog starts to bark, even the dogs that are always quiet and never bark, they'll start barking. And so once that starts, it's really a chain reaction. Everybody's loud, everybody's noisy.
Before I got them in the van, they had started to have concerns about him being dog aggressive, so we pulled him off the van, and I said, no, we're gonna just test him, and I should start doing that too, testing them right outside and seeing. But he's super mouthy. I don't think he's aggressive, but immediately he jumped on the hound and was like, mouthing them all up. Gemini too, though, was a nutcase, and she was our safer, our assessment dog. Yeah, so Gemini was really reactive, but then outside the cage, she actually was one of our best behaved dogs. I think we'll just have to let it play out and hope for the best, and just really keep our fingers crossed that it is just cage reactivity.
Look at that. Is that not sweet? The mommy kitty is a very smart little girl, but if she fears that something's going on or something's wrong, she will haul tail. and usually they haul tail with her. They know something's going on. They think that there's a threat, obviously.
I think that we would have better luck just putting food in the bowl, and we sit there in the rocking chair and let them come up. That's what they're accustomed to doing. And then, do you throw a sheet over them then?
No, I don't handle them. I'm not gonna do that. For safety reasons, and you know, I've got, see my finger? That's,
my
that's
gosh.
from a cat bite. That's from a cat bite. See the difference? Well, if you want to go out there and try to get them over, to come over, that's fine. You can do that. They're used to you being, you can sit there and.
Okay. Hey, kitty kitty. Yeah. What do you want me to do? Pick her up?
Can you? She probably will not like it.
Come on. Oh, what do I do now? Hey, it's okay. What do you want me to do?
Okay, it's all right. Maybe I can pet it and touch it and put it in the trap manually. Hi, baby. Come here. Hey, darling. Hello. Come here. Come here.
Okay, what do you do?
She's getting a little antsy right now.
DeDe is unsure if it is safe enough for her to grab the mother cat and place her in the trap. If she isn't careful, she could end up getting bitten or scratched, which can often lead to a serious infection and injury.
Come on. Come on. Come on. If I don't catch her now, Lord only knows she may end up pregnant again. So in my mind, I'm thinking, do I need to go ahead and just scruff her and put her in the trap? Yes, I'm taking a risk, but I'm willing to take that chance, I guess. She seemed comfortable enough with me doing that to her. So when she just didn't move after I did it, I just went ahead and made the decision to put her in the trap.
So what will happen now?
We're gonna have to try to catch the babies tonight.
The babies will come out.
They will.
I think so.
Well, we'll set the drop trap up tonight. That's all, I mean.
It's gonna be cold.
Yeah. Okay, so there's a black and white one, a gray and white one, and what's the other color? The little
Mixed.
tortie?
Yeah.
Okay, like her. And we haven't seen that one, have we? I'm gonna just go ahead and cut my losses now. I got 2 cats. I'm gonna go ahead and drive them to the clinic. I need to get back there now because they usually ask me to drop them off at 10, and it's going on 11 o'clock now.
DeDe is setting up traps in the hope that the remaining kittens will be captured overnight. For now, the main focus is getting the kitten and his mother to the shelter, with fingers crossed that they are both healthy and the kitten is young enough to be socialized and adopted. The staff has managed to find space for the dogs from today's transport and are handling some of the more challenging cases. A feral puppy named Odie is afraid of humans and will need to be socialized immediately.
Trying to figure out if we're gonna need to put him into foster care because he's just on that fence where he's skittish enough, not with the other dogs,
Obviously.
but with people, that he just pulls away, you know, and I think if we throw him in a kennel, I don't know if he's gonna get enough socialization.
He's of age to be neutered and be placed on the adoption floor, but I'm kind of skittish to do that on the simple fact that he's not very human friendly. Now we have this situation of this cute little dog that is highly adoptable in looks, but behavior-wise, he has a long way to go.
It's always incredible to me how feral and skittish dogs open up
To other dogs?
to other dogs.
Yeah.
And they really can learn from them to be social with people. So the best thing to do with an under-socialized dog is to bring another dog into the picture. It helps them feel comfortable and confident, and they also can then pick up on that dog's behavior toward people, and they'll be more likely to do well with people. Hey, come here, stop. Let me go try to I want to try to get a different dog because she's teaching him to be rough.
The dog that we chose is a wonderful dog. She just plays a little rough. That's not going to be good for Odie either, because the last thing we need to do is teach him from fear to aggression. Aggression is definitely not the way we want to go, so we're going to try another dog.
Yeah. This is another dog from the transport, so we'll see. Hey, baby.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't even know if he's good with dogs.
Put your hackles down. There's no need for hackles. No need for those.
Don't be mean. He may need an older dog. Hey.
The second dog wasn't too happy about Odie. He really didn't want to be bothered with this puppy, which is typical for older dogs. Who is this?
That's another one from the transport today.
Well, but do you think if we put him in our foster, do you think there's that aspect that he'll bond to that one person, opposed to if we put him on the floor and somebody takes him home every night, that he'll get used to different people? Therefore, when somebody approaches him, that he might be used to that?
I think that's a great point.
Because I've taken dogs home before that are really, really scared and fostered them for months, and they're fine with me.
Yes, that's a good point.
But as soon as I put them on the floor, they're like, who is these people touching me?
He really needs to learn right now that all humans are good. Her point of making sure that we transfer the puppy to a different home every night will ensure that that happens. It's always a gamble when you have socialization needs with dogs. I am going to put my faith in the staff and just hope for the best that we're able to fix this puppy.
DeDe has just arrived at the spay-neuter clinic with the mother cat and one of her 4 kittens. She is still unsure if the kitten is young enough to be socialized and adopted, or if he will need to be released back with his mother.
We're gonna take that little orange and white one in. I'm gonna foster him, take him home with me after he's fixed, and I'll make a determination as to whether I can turn him around, and if I can't, we'll release. I'll have to bring him back in and get him an ear tip and turn him out.
Okay.
Ear tipping is a means in which the veterinarian will trim off the very tip of the cat's ear to visually see that that cat has been spayed or neutered. I don't want to ear tip the kitten yet because I want to see if he's able to be adopted out. If he's not, then we'll go back and ear tip him. The age of these kittens is about 3 months old, and typically that is kind of beyond taming them up. And it's questionable whether the shelter will even take them at that age. But if they're friendly enough, well, I'm willing to foster them. The mother will get an ear tip. And do microchip her.
Okay.
And register everything to me.
Okay.
Assisted living facility manager has asked that the cat be brought back to the facility. She'll be happy there being cared for. As far as the kitten is concerned, I've got to make a decision as to whether this kitten's going to be able to be adopted out. If he's not able to be adopted out, then I will get him fixed and take him back and release him back.
Hey, sweet girl. Yeah, I know you're stressed out, baby. You still have to spend the night out in the cold. Are you in a nice warm place right now?
You know, I have a concern about all the cats out there and it being as cold as it was last night. I just hope that they're going to hang in there and be able to survive the cold tonight.
Odie has spent the night at 6 different foster homes over the last week. Since being neutered, vaccinated, and socialized, he is well on his way to being fully domesticated and ready for adoption.
Look, he's already looking and sitting right next to you.
So
I can't believe that in 1 week.
So this is socialization at its best.
It is quite amazing that in just 1 week's time, he is already coming when he's called and looking to people. I'm really pleased with what progress he's made. So maybe we should try to focus on finding him a home that has another dog, a social dog.
Yeah, I don't think he needs to be an only dog home. I totally agree. At that age, it's kind of on the fence. He could have went either way. He could have totally rejected human affection, but luckily for us and him, he embraced human affection and has now turned into this sweet, lovable puppy who is going to be highly adoptable.
I think that we definitely made the right choice.
Yeah, I do too. You can't save everybody, but you can surely save one, and you did. You saved him, and now he's going to be great.
I am very glad that I saved him. He is adorable, and he really deserved a chance. Oh.
Hey, look at your feet in there.
Both the mother and her kitten have been issued a clean bill of health and were spayed and neutered. After fostering the kitten for a few days, DeDe determined that he is friendly enough to be adopted, and the mother was returned to the assisted living center. DeDe was also able to trap another kitten and bring her into the shelter to be spayed and vaccinated.
It's all about saving lives, controlling the population, cutting down on diseases, and making cats happy, because that's really what it's about.
I am really relieved that I work for an organization that always goes above and beyond and takes each case individual and puts together individual plans for those animals. We don't run like a factory here. We're not trying to just mass produce homes for these animals. We want to make sure that the animal, the people, and ourselves are all set up for successful placement.